like everyone wants to go back to the 1950s and dress and go to the dinos like they did back then.
Drive-in movies.
But I feel like no one realizes, I'm not saying I'm woke, I'm just saying I feel like no one thinks about how bad it was back then.
Of course, like, I want to go to a diner, go to a drive-in movie theater and listen to the jukebox, but do I want to deal with racist, sexist, homophobic, prejudiced people? Like, no, but like, I might deal with it for the aesthetic. Just kidding, I actually wouldn't want to go back.
Yeah.
But I get why people say they want to go back because of the look of it, but you know, when you actually get down to it, kind of fucked up.
Like one time we were at a diner that was old fashioned and I do get it. I love that energy of being like, oh, let's have a family at 17. There's these videos on YouTube that I don't know if they've popped up in your recommended of if you or your friend Mandy was wondering, within that second, this is what happened in my brain. Oh, and then it got straight. In that 1 second, so many things happened, but then I found out what I was gonna say. How-to videos from the 1950s. I don't know where they aired or how people have them, but there's a bunch of them on YouTube. I was just hitting a hill. I don't have like, I'm not imagining anything.
There's a bunch of dirt flying through my basement.
Because you have a farm down here?
Yep.
He grows peas, carrots, and onions. I'm excited for pea, carrot, onion.
Follow my farm Instagram.
Have you seen these videos?
I haven't seen any, but I have seen them in my recommended, but I don't get it because YouTube wasn't around back then, so they just played how-to videos on TV. That's kind of cool.
I know. When I think about it, I don't know if this is how it worked, but it is weird because if you saw like how to be on a date, everyone would watch that how-to videos because there was only 3 channels, then everyone would act the exact same.
Oh yeah, because nowadays if you watch like how to impress girls, like there's all these different people uploading this. Back then, yeah, it was one video.
Yeah, so everyone was acting the same and we were all clones.
I honestly don't know what to expect. Like, I know we said like way back then it was unequal, but like, what are we watching how to what?
I think we're gonna watch a housewife one, but
I feel like I might agree with it all.
But last night I did some searching and there was one about, gay people in the 1950s, and we aren't gonna watch it because it's like so bad. This was the story, I'm just gonna tell you. It was this guy that was like 30, and I guess back in the 50s it was normal to hitchhike.
Yeah.
Like I guess if you put your thumb up, people would just pick you up, even though nowadays I feel like you would die if you did that. Yeah, going on with the story. This guy hitchhiked, and he was like probably like 16 after baseball practice, and the 30-year-old picked him up. And then the 30-year-old dropped him off and said, oh, you can, you don't have to worry about someone picking you up because I'll probably pick you up every time because I'm always around that area at that time. So then he cut picking him up, and then one time they went on a fishing trip, and then that older guy showed the younger guy porn, and then they ended up like kinda like having a relationship, but then at the end it was saying like, oh you, okay, basically at the end, the younger guy, they just were saying, if you're in that situation, you should always be aware of what's around you and like, if someone like this wants to hang out with you. So they basically just said like, all gay people are predatory, I guess.
Oh yeah, because obviously that story, like obviously that guy was preying on that guy, but they just made it seem like all gay people were like that.
Yeah, and it was really weird because they said it like, it was so weird because they made it sound like a mental illness. But yeah, we aren't gonna watch that today. 3, 2, 1, we're gonna watch the problematic video!
Yay, Housewife School!
Before we watch, let's just both guess what's gonna happen. You go first.
I feel like it'll just say like, have a good, tasty meal for your husband when he gets home. Like, he's putting in so much work at his job, so like, please just make the home like a sacred place for him so he can come home and like, just relax. Be able to decompress after just making all the money for the family and do whatever he says. Which is bad. I know I was smiling while saying that, but it's bad.
Now it's my turn. Yeah, basically the same thing that Lucas said.
We have a podcast. You can listen or watch. It's very funny, ha lol.
The music's even scary.
Okay, so
Kansas?
I just don't get why these were on the TV. What? I need to ask our grandma about
Maybe
this.
they weren't. Maybe it was like videos like when you get married, you buy these videos or something at the library.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yes, sir, wedding bells finally rang in the life of Margie Blake. Back from their honeymoon, she and Tim are headed for a life of wedded bliss, they think.
Do you think that happened in every marriage in the 1950s, or was that just like a picture-perfect marriage?
I don't know. I just can't get over how, like, nowadays I feel like everyone just leaves the house slumped, like sweat, just like hair, like just all greasy. But like, I don't know if it actually was like this. Whenever I watch stuff from this time, it's like everyone was so put together. Like, girls had their hair perfectly curled, boys had their hair slicked back. Like, everyone put so much effort in.
Yeah, but nowadays it just is like, I'm out or I'm out. This is me.
I know,
Just
literally. And you
I'm not trying to
you'd think we'd be more insecure, because like back then they didn't even have social media. Like, who are they even getting ready for?
I don't get
Just people in their real life?
Yeah, I don't get why they're so uptight.
I know, it's like nowadays, like everyone broadcasts their life to everyone, and like we're always like,
Poop stain between the underwear,
Yeah.
nothing weird.
you're disgusting.
Yes, the honeymoon is over for Tim, now that he starts back to work.
Okay, so the husband's going to work and she's
And
gonna
it's
stay at
over for
home, I'm
Margie,
assuming.
too, as she enters her bright new kitchen to cook her first meal. Can she prepare those favorite dishes of Tim's, just like his mother used to make?
Why are they only caring about his favorite meals? What about her favorite meals?
Maybe she just didn't think that because she was so used to this, but how wouldn't you be like, I know you don't like chili cheese fries, but I want chili cheese
Yeah, do you think
fries.
like she ever gets to be like, yeah, I want to make chicken parmesan even though you don't like parmesan and you only like marinara because you're basic? It does make sense because she gets to eat what she wants for breakfast and lunch, and then dinner's all about the man.
So this is correct.
Which I agree with.
I just wish back in these times, like, Megan Thee Stallion would have came out and said, like, one of her voices, like, I don't never need him, so it's so easy to leave him.
Literally. If only they would have known, you know?
I know, if only would they known, like, 60 years from now, it's gonna be crazy.
I know, like, spread your legs and have fun.
Cream the butter? Better get the cream.
Is this gonna be a skit and
That's
she's gonna like
right,
mess it up,
pour
or
in.
what do you think?
The recipe
Oh,
says
yeah.
cream
I feel
butter,
like
so put in
she's
a
gonna
lot.
make the cake, and then the guy's gonna come home and be like, you made it
Look.
wrong, my mom makes it like this.
So I'm gonna go F the neighbor because you didn't do it right.
Yeah, I feel like the guy secretly wants to have sex with his mom or something. That's what it's leading me to.
I'm just 1 minute in and you like already have that theory.
Just look at that silky smooth texture.
I mean,
of that
ovens
batter.
look pretty much the same. Like, ovens haven't really advanced.
Yeah,
That looks like my oven.
same shit.
Up looks like shit.
No, Margie, your cake didn't turn out so well because you missed
Can we go back? Can we go back? Did you see her face? How white she was?
Will Tim be surprised?
I know, I'm just so scared. It's like, why does he need chocolate cake every day? Like, boo, you don't need to eat that every day.
I know. Go to the gym.
But I bet that mom was so skinny. Or were they skinny, or they only take photos of the skinny people?
Yeah, but people always say the obesity rate's inclining.
I like it in the 80s. Because they started the low-fat diet, which they started putting sugar in all the
I
food.
kind of think it's back then people didn't know what diet was.
Oh
so
my
then
God.
people go on a diet and like kind of like don't eat as much as they want. So then when they do not go on a diet, they binge.
Also,
Back
they
when
didn't have like
binge.
fast food really, and also they didn't have mukbangs. Like, when I go on YouTube and watch people say, the 5 new items at Taco Bell, like, I have to go to Taco Bell right then, but they didn't have that temptation.
That's why it's all because of YouTube.
That's why I'm fat.
Cream butter merely means to work it with an instrument until it becomes soft and smooth.
Bitch, you should have known that.
You
But it
must
is funny how, like, we all
get
paid
your chocolate
premium to
cake.
have our kitchen appliances look like this now. Like, she has the Smeg fridge.
Oh, yeah.
She just has it, but now, like, that costs so much money. Or, like,
Not-
the Smeg toaster.
Stir is to mix food materials with a circular motion to secure.
Did they just explain what stir meant? I don't know, is it just normal that we all know what stir means now, or back then did they actually not know?
People didn't know because why
People
would they
say
be
we're
teaching
getting
people?
dumber. They claim we're all dumb now. We're way smarter than these motherfuckers.
I was on TikTok the other day and someone tried to claim, maybe it is true, I don't know, but they tried to say, you know, the government gave us TikTok to make us more dumb? Well, we aren't getting more dumb because I know what store
Yeah,
means.
literally. Stop.
Later, you may be required to beat egg whites stiff but not dry,
I don't know what that
so
means.
that they hold the greatest amount of air.
Okay, so far with me, I'm not joking, but first of all, I need to say I have watched cooking
You know what
channel for
beating-
years. I know what that means.
You know what beating egg stiff means?
Yeah, because you get egg whites and then it turns into like a whip thing. Honestly, she might just be dumb. I'm joking.
It'd be so weird back then, because like nowadays, like say you're a housewife, like you can go to workout class, like they didn't even have gyms back then, I bet. I don't know for a fact, but I'm just
Oh,
guessing.
yeah.
Also, you can watch TV, you can go on TikTok, you can start an online business, But like back then, like what the hell did you do? Like no wonder everyone had affairs and cheated and stuff. I don't know if they did, but I bet they did.
And then also, everyone probably for sure had 10 kids. It makes sense because what else do you do?
So bored.
Just pop another one after another.
I know, it's like nothing else to do.
Yeah, I'm never gonna get the tubes tied. The tube tied when your dick gets tied. Just might as well make kids until we're 70.
Literally.
Till your sperm doesn't work.
Oh, she did it right finally.
Two substances together.
I'm rooting for
The
her.
process of folding combines two motions.
I wish I could
vertically
taste
through the
like one of the
mixture
cakes and back
and
things. Would it
turn
taste the
over
same? I feel like it would
repeatedly.
taste different somehow.
Yeah, I feel like it would be less sweet.
Yeah, or just
What
like,
does that mean as being like?
or like maybe even more because they like use full butter and everything.
Oh, and didn't everyone drink
Let's be honest, it
actual
tastes the same.
Coca-Cola?
Yeah, but they drank regular pop.
Was this back in the day when Coca-Cola had Coke in it? Or was that another time?
Oh, those would have been the days. Like obviously I'm not like for drugs, but like it would have been cool to live back in the day when like everyone did drugs and died at 30.
Yeah, because you would never be tired.
Yeah.
Those 30 years would be jam-packed of just like being crazy. You would never know who the real you is.
I know.
The purpose of this motion is to prevent loss of air from the ingredients.
I don't think you need to do this. If it's my... Like,
Should we watch
what's
a
the
different one? I
point?
feel like I'm just gonna talk about terms. It's not even good. But just cooking terms.
Oh, bitch, are you for real?
Yeah, so this one probably isn't. Like, obviously it's good at what we did, but we should go a different one.
Oh, we're gonna switch to a different one.
Is there one about, like, sexism?
How
to talk to girls.
Yeah, I
I'll
think
watch
this would
that.
be funny.
Why do I want to watch a sexist one?
Now we're gonna watch How to Talk to Girls and Boys in the 1950s.
Oh, okay. The other one was 1940, so, like, 10 years has gone by, like, maybe they've gotten a little bit more...
Progressive.
Like, yeah. Okay, it's so quiet. Back then, are we deaf now, or what?
But Jane, the community club has selected this plant for the summer camp.
Another thing that they're doing, it's proven, is that the girls are putting on so feminine voices and the guys are putting on masculine voices.
Well, back then, they did put on voices.
Yeah, in the movies, right?
Yeah, like, you would go to Hollywood and, like, the studio would vocal train you.
I don't care what anyone says. Like, I feel like when you went to Hollywood back then, it was, like, crazy.
I
and,
know.
Like, you would just, like, get signed to the studio and, like, the rest of your life, you'd just be, like, you would actually be a celebrity. I feel like being a celebrity actually meant something back then.
Why don't you like it, Jane?
Oh, wait, he had acne, by the way.
Well,
For one thing, I think the cabins are too far from the water. It's inconvenient. You have to go all this way down to the lake to go swimming.
listen, everybody. That walk will give your body good conditioning. Sort of a warm-up for your swim.
I'm confused, like, why aren't they flirting? I thought this was gonna be about flirting. Also, can you
Yeah.
talk like that?
What? Oh, like in that masculine voice that's like also kind of jokey.
It doesn't sound like even that masculine, it just sounds like so cheesy.
Jenny, you know that we could go on a date tonight at the farm.
Oh yeah. I'm making soup tonight. Everyone likes soup, we all know that. Is that how they actually sound?
I feel like they did
But
something
like
that.
everything goes up at the end, you know?
And it was just so forced.
I know, like
Fake.
just so cheesy and ingenuine.
Now, what was good about this conversation? Some of its qualities you can find in any good game. First, it's inclusive. Everyone participates.
Oh, they want everyone to talk. They want it to be inclusive.
And a good conversation, like a good game, can mean more friends, new interests, a greater feeling of ease and fun.
So far, like, these videos are really unproblematic. Like, I don't know what I was expecting, but for some reason I was expecting them to be, like, so bad. But, like, we keep saying, like, oh my god, it's gonna be so, like, sexist and prejudiced, but, like, they just seem fine.
Yeah, so these ones compared to the one that I watched last night, this is just like
What did you watch last night?
gay people in the.
Oh, yeah.
What about a conversation like this?
It's a funny-looking thing, isn't it?
Well, it looks like it'll be great swimming. Why, there was one time when my folks and I were coming back from New York in the car, you see, and they didn't see the road sign that pointed toward the city. So, but I told them, you see.
I love the two girls in that
I
comment, just
know.
ignoring that bitch.
Everyone always says everyone's all distracted by their phones, but like I feel like humans are just meant to be distracted because they don't even have phones, but they're finding stuff to look at. You know what I mean?
So I honestly think phones are just something to make it easier to be like,
Yeah.
don't talk to me. But even
if it
back
wasn't
in the
for that,
day,
we'd probably just be putting a mirror going. Like, you know what I mean? Or
Oh,
messing
yeah,
around
yeah.
with the checkerboard.
act like there's something on your mouth.
I know, it's like, I always wondered, like, you know how nowadays, like, if you're in a situation where you don't know the people, you can just be on your phone, but back then you could have the same thing, just, like, been on a mirror and, like, played checkers by yourself, you know what I mean?
Wouldn't it be so easy? Like, okay, just like bring one Lego and then just like
I
examine it.
know, yeah.
Also, why are his pants literally like
Oh
this?
my god, I was thinking. Loki, like, snatches the waist, though, like, when I might want to do that.
Respect others' opinions.
This isn't going anywhere.
I
I want something juicy.
Can you type in like offensive old videos? Cause like I like want to be offended.
I know, like, there hasn't been any point where I leave the room and start crying.
Yeah. Oh, old commercials that'd be politically incorrect today.
Should we watch it?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just watch a few of these. Oh my gosh!
Fred!
When there's no man around, Goodyear should be. Why? Watch this. New Goodyear Double Eagle carries its own spare inside.
Oh, I was about to say like only men know how to do cars.
Yeah, so like, every girl needs to get this.
Give her a second chance.
I want to live back then. It just seems so fun.
I know, it's so careful.
I don't like, how come everyone's car is fancy?
The Kool-Aid kids in old Japan rode rickshaws everywhere. But when the kids sat down to eat, they sure did miss.
You probably shouldn't watch these ones, right?
Yeah, I don't even know what it's gonna say, but like, let's just skip that.
I know, I just feel like it's
We're
gonna
just
so
gonna.
racist.
Sorry, guys.
This is the story of the little bull who wanted to sing, but sing in a special way. His ambition was to sing in the Bull of the Woods Quartet.
Rick and Ma. No. You must sing deeper.
His voice got richer and fuller and sweet as Bull of the Woods chewing tobacco, until that great day when he got his wish. Bull of the Woods, chewing tobacco. Bull of the Woods, chewing tobacco. Bull of the
Oh my god! Are they saying you can get a low voice from chewing tobacco?
Back then, I probably would have done it because I was like, I want a low voice to see masculine.
I did that in high school. I didn't chew tobacco, but I was like, I like smoked cigarettes for a week because I was like, I just was like insecure about my voice being high.
Yeah.
So I like smoked cigarettes, but it didn't work. But like, even, that's crazy. Did it
I
actually, does that
know.
actually work? I would never chew tobacco because that's disgusting.
I
but-
feel like if you did it, like, not saying that you should never do it, but I feel like if you did do it, it would work just because, like, the negative side effects.
Oh my god, I'm gonna do it. I got a video on my channel, 50 days of chewing tobacco.
Let's take a Winston break. That's it. Winston
Is that a Juul? Back in the olden days?
Oh yeah, literally, the olden day Juul. That's crazy they had kids' cartoons advertise cigarettes.
So, like, I'm kind of making this up, but didn't everyone smoke back then? Like, basically everyone?
Yeah, it seemed like it, from what I've seen. Never lived back there.
I'm out of coffee.
You're out of coffee. Isn't that wonderful? Out of coffee?
What a time to run out. And why run out?
Okay, what are we watching?
Now, there's a new giant-sized Instant Maxwell House. A really big jar of coffee.
You know that if they did aired this today, someone would have sued them and said, actually wasn't that big. They would have ordered it, like, it wasn't as big as the commercial, you had false advertising. They would have
yeah.
won like $3 million.
But there's always time for a Marlboro. The cigarette that gives you flavor.
Okay, I'm done. I'm not gonna smoke cigarettes.
Yeah,
This is like the
basically-
5th commercial about cigarettes.
That must have been like such a big industry for men, because like everything's just about smoking. So what did you learn?
We've grown as people, and it's a better time
Yeah.
now.
I feel like the main thing is like all of the commercials were literally just white families. So like there was literally no diversity back then, and
So much about pleasing the man.
yeah, like the girl at work, like she just like, oh, let me do stuff for my boss, because like she had no like hopes of ever becoming a boss. So I mean, we have evolved, and we still have a long way to go. I love the aesthetic, the fashion, but the actual like, I don't want to go back there. But like I said, someone used to start a tourist place. Like I would pay good money if like someone had 3 acres of land and you just like spend a weekend there. I bet you this already exists, but it's just like the 50s. And all the appliances, all the food's prepared back then.
And it even smells like the 50s.
You drop your phones off too.
Oh, you would whack in it, it would smell like cigarettes everywhere.
That'd be fun. For a weekend? I would smoke for a weekend.
I don't know.
We have a podcast.
Yeah, we do. Watch it, the link's below, or listen to it. And tell me what you think of these videos. What's your thoughts? Did we not notice something? And goodbyesies.
Peace out.